Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into the juicy stuff now.
Okay.
The leaks and the rumors.
Okay.
I'm here at CES at the Nvidia booth with Jacob Freeman.
Hello.
And we had a lot of launches today, or a lot of announcements from the Nvidia keynote. Now, we'll probably go from top to bottom as they were announced,
Sure.
right? The first one being the what would you call it, broadcast to Twitch?
Enhanced broadcast.
Enhanced broadcast. So they basically glossed it over in the keynote, but can you give, from my understanding, it's basically free transcoding for Twitch? Or
That's one way to look at it. So today, not everyone has access to transcoding options. So, if you're outputting 6,000 bit rate and you don't have access to transcoding, that means everybody who's watching needs to be able to view at 6,000 bit rate. And if you're on limited data, for example, like mobile or whatever, you may not be able to see that at an acceptable frame rate. So with enhanced broadcasting, you can basically do the transcoding on the client side, the system side. Your PC can do the transcoding. So you can send out up to 5 different streams at different quality settings so that more people can see your content and will get an acceptable performance and frame rate, not stuttering, all that kind of stuff.
so this feature is not implemented just yet, right? It's in beta, or?
You can sign up to join the beta today, but it's not available yet.
Gotcha.
Very soon.
Now, this is kind of related, but AV1 is coming to Twitch now, which was another kind of announcement. That's also not available just yet,
not
right?
today. They did announce that if you join the beta, you may have access to AV1 encoding at a future date as part of the beta program, basically.
Make sure to subscribe, because that's the first thing that I'm going to test, because AV1 is probably going to be a game changer for
Big time,
lower
big time.
bit rate. Yeah.
You can get way, at the same bit rate that you are, like for Twitch, for example, at the same bit rate, you can get way higher quality at that same bit rate with AV1. So it'll make a huge difference in image quality.
Right.
And bandwidth. Your bandwidth will, you save a lot of bandwidth also.
That's what I'm saying. So let's go to the super launch then. So you got there. Which one's that one? That's a mammoth. That's a 4080 Super, right?
This is the 4080 Super. Yes.
Right. So what's the difference? It looks, other than the color scheme there.
Yeah, so obviously we have the black shroud on here, so it looks cool, but it's more than that. It's also faster than the 4080. It has faster memory, it has more cores. So it's faster, it looks cooler, and it's an awesome card.
Yeah, the black looks super nice. Do you think that you could actually take that shroud off and put it on a regular 4080 or maybe even a 4090?
I'm not sure.
That would
you
be
can try it.
That would be something interesting to test, actually.
Try it
Yeah.
and let me know.
You're not allowed to talk about benchmarks or power targets or anything related
nothing
to
performance yet, but there is reviews that are coming out in this month. So yeah, we'll have more.
Same with voltages, etc. Nothing.
Same. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So does that mean that 4080? This is $999, right?
Yes.
Right.
$999.
So faster and cheaper than the OG 4080. Does that mean the 4080? So should they be looking out for discounts now?
So
is it EOL?
Technically, this is replacing the 4080. So, you probably won't see too many 4080s going forward, but you may see some deals on them as well. But yes, this is replacing the 4080.
So I guess if you see a 4080 for a hella cheap discount, go and grab it, guys. So does that, okay, well, we can just segue into the 4070 Ti Super then, and then the 4070 Super.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm assuming 4070 Ti is also EOL.
Yes. So we also announced the 4070 Ti Super, which will replace the 4070 Ti non-Super. Yes.
Right. So I was gonna ask, but I guess you can't answer it. The new 4070 Ti Super is actually the 103 die with 16 gigs of RAM.
Yes.
Right. So that one's definitely going to be better for your 4K gamers. But maybe I'll benchmark it in the future. But I'm assuming because it's a 103 die, it might pull more power than the 104.
Power consumption actually on 4070 Ti Super is very similar It's a 4070 Ti. It's pretty close.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool. I did not. Well, I guess we'll have to wait for benchmarks afterwards. But yeah, I mean,
It's a lot more performance and it's more memory. 16 gigs of memory, more
Right.
cores, lot more performance. But the power consumption of the 4070 Ti Super is pretty close to the 4070 Ti.
interesting. Yeah, so you basically across the board, you're getting more for your dollar, right? Down the stack. Now, 4070 Super. Yeah, this is going to be the best one, I think. Because what was the 40? The 4070 was 46 SMs, and this one is 56 SMs.
Yeah. So
What even is that? 56 divided by 46. 22% increase? That's,
So,
yeah,
so
okay.
the 4070 Super is more cores, so it's a pretty significant jump from the 4070 non-Super. So it's more performance. That one actually is a little bit more power consumption than the 4070.
Oh, sure,
a
20,
little bit.
yeah.
But it's about 20 watts more or so. So not too crazy, but it's a lot of performance.
Well, that makes sense. If you're increasing the cores by 22%, it's gonna pull more power. That's just a given, right? But yeah, 20. So, but 22% cores does not mean 22% scaling. Obviously, there's gonna be some middle ground there.
It's not exactly. Yeah,
Right. So you're getting 22% more cores for the same dollar. Now, what happens to the 4070?
Yeah, so the 4070 will continue to live on at a lower price. So the 4070 Super will be $599. 4070 will be $549.
Oh, $50 price cut on that one too.
Right.
Interesting. I would have to go with, I would actually pay the extra $50, I think. Well, just because, again, wait for benchmarks, guys. They'll be out by the end of the month here.
Okay, yes. I mean, it is $50 more, but it is quite a bit faster. But I mean, look how cool it looks.
I know. Oh, wait, are the 70s blacked out too?
Yes, all of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I
All
would pay $50 just
the
for the
supers,
blacked out
yes.
shroud. Yeah. But does that mean that the 4070 Ti also has a Founders
No,
Edition?
So the 4070 Super has a Founders Edition. The 4080 Super has a Founders Edition. The 4070 Ti Super will be from adding card partners.
Are you allowed to say why?
Well, there was no
yeah,
there was no 4070 Ti Founders either. So, yeah.
Oh, they're just kind of keeping it consistent
Yeah,
then.
there
Okay,
there was-
gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. See, the 4070 Ti was my favorite card this generation, and I was super salty that there was actually no Founders Edition. Oh, because the 4070 Ti, like back when I benchmarked mine, it's like the same FPS as a 3090 Ti, but it literally pulls
But
half
actually,
the power.
I've seen quite a few of the. We have a big wall, a display wall of all the partner boards, and there's some nice ones on there.
Oh, sure. Oh,
And
yeah,
some,
yeah.
Some around the show as well that I've seen pictures of and such, which look pretty cool. So
So that pretty much covers the cards. Yeah, that covers all the cards. So now we can get into the things that you're not allowed to talk about. Well, you know what I'm so
you can ask it. I don't know if I can answer it.
sure. So no 90 Ti announcement today, obviously, or no Titan. Can't say anything about that.
Nope.
Okay, I asked,
Yep.
guys.
So
I asked.
Today
Okay.
is all about supers. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's too bad. So, okay, let me rephrase the question. Actually, would Nvidia ever do a Titan again?
Well, I would never say that they would never do a Titan again, obviously, but I don't have anything to announce.
Gotcha. Okay.
on that one.
Gotcha. I know my whole community are really looking forward to the next evolution of what's after the 49. Because you know what? Okay, just totally whatever. We're hitting like 4090 limits in 1080p in some games.
Yeah.
Because my community is a very enthusiast level community, so these guys have like 6 gigahertz,
Yeah.
14900Ks. They're pretty much 2 gens forward on the CPU front. So we're literally encountering GPU bottlenecks.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in games also, especially at 4K. And that's where things like DLSS and FrameGen really help a lot when you are in, well, FrameGen less so much. FrameGen actually can help in CPU bottlenecks, but especially DLSS helps a lot when you're in GPU bottleneck to get your performance up.
Am I allowed to ask about the Nintendo SoC?
Well, like before, you can ask it, but I
Right.
don't know if
So
I can
okay,
answer.
so okay, the whole reason behind the Nintendo SoC thing, like my community not so much, but a lot of other gamers have been waiting for that Switch 2 for or Switch Pro, whatever the heck the leaks were saying. It's whatever. The next Switch, let's word it that way. But they are waiting for 60 FPS on Zelda for sure. That's why I just had to. That's why I just had to ask,
Sorry.
right? No, I know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And if
So-
I did, I couldn't tell
Yeah,
you.
so he basically, guys, if it wasn't announced at the CES keynote, I cannot get any more information on that.
He tried, though.
I tried, yes.
He did try.
Yes, I did try. I asked everybody, and everybody had the same answer. What is it? What do they say? We do not comment on.
Cannot comment on unannounced products.
There we go. All right, guys.
That's another way to say it, I guess. Yeah.
Right. Okay, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks. I can't shake your hand, but thanks, Jacob, for taking the time today
Yeah,
to
thank you.
talk to my community and all that stuff. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Bored with the concept, Nova. We'll keep it in the back pocket for the future, just in case the city's...
So as we approach him, it'll interrupt them.
Kai, good to see you. Where's the fire? Or should I say, where have you been that's kept you away from the best ramen in Knox City?
That's great. Yeah, we do that.
Do you have a PC at home?
There you go.
No, I'm not much of a tech person. My home is more about good food and a
Nova
comfortable
is
bed.
She's a techie.
Oh, Nova would have know all
okay.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I ask Nova if she has a PC?
If you're looking for tech advice, Nova's the one to ask. She's a real whiz with anything computer related.
No way. Okay, let's go to Nova. Hey, yo, what's up, Nova?
Not much. Just riding the waves of success and enjoying Jin's famous ramen.
What's the other guy's
How
name?
about you?
Jin.
Jin. Jin said that you have a computer at home, is that right?
Oh, I've got a rig that could rival the Zenith and Sun servers. What do you need?
What are you running at home in your personal rig?
It's a custom setup, liquid-cooled, with the latest in neural interface technology for those late-night coding sessions.
Damn. Do you overclock it?
Only enough to give it that extra kick, but I don't want to fry the circuits. Unless you're talking about Jin's tempura, of course.
That's really good. That's the first game this is going to have it in.
Yeah, so we can't announce any games, obviously, at this point, but we did announce today during our CES announcements that we're working with a number of big gaming partners as well. So Tencent, MiHoYo, Ubisoft, we're all part of that, and we're all
we
working
also have,
together
like,
to bring.
thousands of developers using our platform actively building games, all the way from indie developers to like the largest studios that you know about. Yeah. This was not a thing a year before, so like starting this year you will see some indie developers and small game studios publishing things, but in a couple of years large studios will also announce.
So 3 years, probably 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's
something
right.
Like that. Gotcha.
For AAA games.
Right.
We'll see. Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
see.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Cheeky. Gotcha. Cool.